I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the fastest I've ever gotten stream set up. Not gonna lie at all. Well, I'm not gonna lie, but we don't have very long today because little girl is taking a nap. We didn't stream last night. She has an ear infection. I picked her up from daycare yesterday and took her to urgent care because she hadn't been drinking very much the last couple days. So I figured it was probably one of a few things. So that's why we canceled stream last night, because we got home late. And so it just didn't happen. I ended up having to call in to work today to spend time with her. Took the oldest to daycare, and now we're here. Put her down for a nap like an hour ago and was fiddle farting doing a few things. But I do have something exciting. Our friend Victor made us a livery that I'll show later on. If we have we got some people in here, then I'll go ahead and show it off. But I don't basically want to sit here and show it off to myself, because that's no fun. I want to share it with everyone. So you'll get glimpses of it when I get out of the car and stuff like that. But we're not actually going to go over everything on the car until, you know, we got some people in here. So pretty much we're just going to go right back and try and clean up all of our off tracks. I got on for like maybe 30 minutes last night just to do a few things, and off tracks were still biting us. Like, what I wouldn't consider an off track, and probably nobody would consider an off track's an off track. It's like, okay, well, now we got to find out what the track limits are and perfect our line and our apexes and everything else. Whether or not we run a race here this week, it's basically going to depend on, you know, what happens here in the next 30 minutes. But we'll get into it. We'll see how we do. baby girl. Lordy, lordy, lordy. I gotta remember to reset the brake balance, because I think that was part of it. Like, I did a couple clean laps last night, but something just didn't feel exactly right, and I forgot to set my brake balance to where I like it. So let's see if that makes a difference. And then we'll just go from there. I do need to look at the M2s, try and run a race in that series at some point, because tomorrow I work that 16-hour shift, so I'm not going to be, I won't be on tomorrow at all. And Sunday, oh, I forgot to turn the wheel on. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Dark mode, please. Thank you. Now we're all better. It's a better, much better. Oh, we need to change which group we're in, because there weren't very many people there. Hold on. Oh no, there's 16. No thanks. We're gonna go to number 11. We're gonna go to 11. Yeah, so it's saying my best right now is a 2:03.9, which I ran last night. Goal. Let's set a goal for. I probably only have about an hour, so I would say goal would be 2:01.5. Try and shave like 2.5 seconds off. But I would be happy with the 2:02 flat. So. Forgot to set brake balance. Here we go. We're gonna keep the music on for a little bit. Nice and easy for a couple laps. Get these tires warmed up. Tried to save it there, couldn't. Hey Fate, yeah, sorry, I was gonna stream and then I saw you were streaming and I'm like, I was just, we were dealing with stuff last night, so I'm sorry that I couldn't engage a little bit more during your stream last night. I apologize. But we'll be on for, I would say, at least an hour. Yeehaw. Because I think she'll probably sleep until about 1:15. So, yeah, everything's alright. Baby girl just has a ear infection, so I ended up having to call into work because wifey is in the middle of working a 36-hour shift, so I stayed home with her today. Wicked. Off track. I'm aware. We're just on these cold tires. Like, what is up? So yeah, wifey's at work for until 7 o'clock tonight. I can't wait for these tires to warm up. Like, Jiminy Christmas. Like, let me. We're gonna have to learn how to deal with it and try and run as fast as we can without doing something stupid. But still, at the same point in time, I'm just trying to run a clean, fast lap. But yeah, she won't be home till 7 o'clock tonight. So I went ahead and I had to call into work and. Okay, that wasn't an off track. That's good. Let it slide just a little much there. Didn't mean to hit that. Yeah. Whatever. Come on. Nope. Too much. We're gonna get it. Looks like my haptic motor's coming in today, but my brackets for them stuck in the next state over. Oh, man. Oh, I missed my breaking point because I was looking at chat. Just finished my haircut. Oh, you got that clean cut. You looking clean. Why am I in 6th? Well, that sucks. I hate when I get something. I hate when I get something in that I'm really looking forward to, like, putting on something, but I still need, like, the actual things to do it. How is that not an off track? I'll take it, I guess. There we go. Purple. Let's go. Off track there. Too much on the inside, but we're gonna run it like we didn't do that. Just purple there. Okay. Ruined it. Didn't go down in the second. Yep, exactly. It's crazy that the brackets were moving along and shipping quicker. Yeah, that's stupid. Coasting, coasting, coasting. Motors weren't supposed to be at my house until Monday. Well, it's nice when stuff arrives early, but when it's like 2 different things and you need both of them to do what you want to do, then it's like, Alright, I'm really feeling the tires come alive now. But the motor's coming in early, not braggers, I guess, because I missed the truck. Ah. Well, that's their fault then. Way too much there.
You got the course, gotta slow down and give up that time.
Hurry up. Just give me the friggin' time so I can go. Oh well. There we go. How is that the off track from earlier that's still showing on my screen, or did it consider that an off track? I don't know. Hey. So base was just sitting there. No! Same thing happened to me when I got my semi-cube base. The mountain wheel didn't come to do. Hello, sir. Finally got. Hey, yeah, Mustang. I had to call into work today because my daughter was sick, so that's why I didn't stream last night. So, I'm in today. I'm gonna stream for a little bit. I'll be on again tonight. So, I was in the grass and it slowed me way down. So yeah, we're gonna stream until she starts yelling at me that she's awake. So. Yep, we just trying to lock it in, trying to find what works for us, where the track limits actually are, because I'm an off-track fool here, so. That felt good. Probably slow down a little much there. Came in a little slower than usual there. Come on, no! That was my fault because I didn't shift up in the 5th. So, oops. Your audio is a bit low. I had to put my car at 100% volume. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna cut the reggae too. How's that sound, everybody? Is that better? I'm on the wrong side of the track. Mic is fine, it's just the game auto. Yep, alright. This should be better. Better, much better. 2 of my buddies said they're down to race later tonight. Cool. Yeah, if we make some strides here, I really need to run an M2. I need to run an M2 race tonight, which is at Virginia, which sucks, but I need to try and run one tonight because I would really rather not spend Sunday night doing it. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Whoopsies. Okay, here we go. This is it. Purple. Missed that apex. It's alright. Hey Allison, how you doing? We're doing good here. Missed stream last night because baby girl was sick, so we're taking advantage of some nap time. Trying to improve here at Silverstone. Oh, come on. Nope. We are gonna run a clean lap. Aw, Allison, look at you. Hit that like button, everybody. Except you, Victor. You have to wait because you're driving. We're gonna get it this time. We're not gonna be 202. Oh, that was bad. .203.4. Purple. Lost it. Yeehaw. Too much. I liked at a red light. Oh, that's better. If you subscribe, they're all free. Thanks, Allison. I appreciate it. Don't know. Pump it up, pump it up. Aw, Allison, you're too kind. They are all legends. Oh yeah, no, Victor and Fade they're good buddies that I met last couple weeks. Through our racing journeys together. I didn't like coasting that much, got a podium last night in that. Cool. Yeah, I was able to watch for like 5 minutes, and then my wife was calling and bothering me. My kids were like, oh my god, please put us to bed, but we're hungry, but put us to bed, but we're hungry, so it was weird. Missed that apex like a mug. Probably should have gone in the second there. Yeah, she, earlier, I mean, she's acted fine, but you could just tell that something was off. And you could see in her face that she was not feeling good. That was terrible. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Let's get this one. Kinda had it, but had to lift. Missed the apex completely. Dude. Ochida, thank you. We need the luck. We need the luck to keep this car on track here. Well, we're making up time somewhere, except for right here, because we just went way out wide, but we're going to get a lot of speed coming out. Purple there. That's pretty amazing. Ah, son of a gun. It's alright. It's alright. I feel like I can get so much speed there. I feel like I might be. Ah!
That was your fastest lap of the session.
The 2029. Purple there. Coasting in, it's real slow there. Yep. At the same spot we were last time by screwing that up. Why am I blipping? I missed that apex, but whatever. Now we're coming into Magnuson Beckett. Thanks, bro. Yeah, you can call me Allie if it's much shorter. Cool. Allie it is. Come on. Should make up a little time here, right? Son of a bee sting. That was terrible. That was not terrible. Had a lift. Oh my god, we hit the apex. Congratulations. Not you calling it spice. That's an off track. Son of a bee sting. I knew it was. I was like, I'm turning in way too much. Oh well. Way too much speed. We got this. I don't know why I went down in a second. Yell at me, say bad. Bad bratwurst. Take care, Allie. I appreciate you coming by and saying hi and hanging out for a little bit. I really, really, really appreciate it. Off track. I got greedy. That was a 2:02.8. I was gonna say that cannot be an off track. That was pretty good. I don't like how it's getting dark, but we're watching that delta. That's pretty sexy looking. I don't like the cloud cover at all. Could have had more speed. Oh, come on. 2:02.8. Lap's still clean so far. And, well, we're just really sucking. Race incoming? Oh, hell no. 2028, that's not good enough for me. I want to be a little bit better than that, because I would prefer to be where I can hopefully qualify in the top 6. I'd really rather not start in the middle. The daughter's moving around, huffing and puffing. Ooh, Tokyo Drift. She's whimpering. She's not totally awake yet. Oh, give me a break. That was sexy, and you took it away from me? Alright, well, I'm going to show you what's what. Kaboom, we're dead. Alright. That looked good. And we got it taken from us. Now she's saying dad. That's not a good sign. Go back to sleep. You still owe me 20 minutes. She's still laying there, but... Dad. No, go back to sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Give me like 20 more minutes, baby girl. Give me like 20 more minutes, honey. Because 5 of the next 20 minutes are going to be warming these tires back up.
You got the black flag.
And going back and serving that penalty because I wasn't paying attention.
They're gonna hold you for a while.
There we go. Let's practice our pit exits too. Are you kidding me? The hell ever. I was outside the cones. Yeehaw. There she goes talking again. Well, as long as she's laying there, then I guess we're good, right? gonna say we kind of stayed where those tire marks were going through the dirt. Spam call? You're making me screw up. My watch is going and then my ringtone's going off. Just stop it. Lord have mercy. Old tires. Old tires. Ah! That sucks. He smoked in the vape and quit. Just my daughter was born 3 years ago. Then over the last 6 months got hooked again with pouches for the last one. Yeah, I have definitely struggled with nicotine. So I had quit for a few years, and then went on my I guess my heart was having a few issues too, which they never really got down to the bottom of that. But when all my health issues came to like a head, and then they finally, doctors finally gathered together and did something about it. I had to quit eating crappy food, couldn't drink alcohol anymore. So, unfortunately, I was like, well, I can't have all these fun addictions, so I guess I'm gonna go back to what, I'm gonna go back to vaping, and I'm not happy about it. And, but yeah, so I'm kind of ashamed of myself because I had went a few years without doing it, and I succumbed to it again. So it's not something I'm proud of at all. But health-wise, I'm doing a million times better. So I really should just quit again. It's just you know how quitting is. It's like you're not ready till you're ready, and I feel like I'm nearly there. I just, I should just do it now, but I'm gonna find that's an addict talking, is I'm gonna find an excuse to keep doing it. So, but the plan is to quit cold turkey again here soon. There we go. We're losing time now, though. Broke way late. Life be lifing, dude. For real. She's still laying there. She's talking, but she's laying there, so. Let's get through this lap. Tires should be warmed up. And then we're going to have a clean, perfect 202. Yeah, cold turkey is the only way to do it. Absolutely the only way to do it. I don't even want to know what my actual nicotine intake is, to be honest. Way too much. I enjoy it so much. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I used to chew, especially when I would fish. And my dad was a chewer too, so that didn't help either, but, you know, I liked chewing, as disgusting as I actually think it is, because, you know, like spit bottles and whatever. I didn't use a spit bottle. I was one of those nasty people that would swallow it. That's what she said. But, if my screen would quit blipping, it's not liking something that I have up. God bless it. It doesn't like something that is running. Alt tab? No. Can't. Is the friggin' iRacing UI being up? I can't see. Let's get rid of. We're gonna get rid of sinners. Show me that. Well, we closed that, so let's see if it works. Because Razer, is it Razer Synapse or Razer Cortex or something, will like it'll close stuff that you don't need to game, and it'll help your game performance and whatever. But I feel like it actually does not help when you're streaming, because I'm gaming and streaming on the same PC. It's just not doing what it should, because it's like cutting off applications that are actually helping it run smoother. I don't know. Does that make sense? I feel like it should. I think it does. Now I can't see chat. Mouse. Did a little high school playing baseball, but after college, biggest smoke said vape. Yep. I was a musician, and it's kind of like a rite of passage for musicians to smoke at some point in their lives, I feel like. So, and then vaping, I didn't start until like 2015, and then I quit in like 2021 or 2022 or something, and then I picked it back up in the end of 2023. Alright, tires are nice and warm. I have a lot of grip. Terrible. We're gonna still try and get a good lap. She's still laying there. And she's talking though. She's talking. Blah, 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 blah. That's good. That's patch trying good for sub-ohm tanks and EG. So yep, I did too. That was me. Got to make my own coils and whip. Yep, I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. 2035. Almost had it there. Used to get my shit liquid. I've never heard of Liquid Barn, but I can't remember what one of the first brands. It was called the Tornado. The Tornado. I remember I was like a broke college kid, and it was like I was gonna have to spend like $200 on this friggin' Tornado vape, and you'd have to wet the wick with liquid. It was stupid. Alright. Let's get it this time. Slow down a little too much there. That was decent. Alright, mix at home. I never did the mixing at home. I didn't get that far into it, but I had a few buddies that did. Lost some time there. I'm usually really good there, but... $203.1. That's pretty good. It was not very good. Tried to brake a little bit later, and it didn't look like it worked in our favor, did it? .2029. Huh. Somehow that was faster. Okay. Sure, purple. That was good. Ooh, held onto it there. That was good. That was close. That was a close one. My screens are blipping like a mother. And I go off track right before the end of the lap. Cool. Well, this lap's a waste. Oh well. Still take a hit of a THC pen here and there, but that's the only thing I make these days. Whoops, I went way outside.
Slow down. You got a penalty? Cutting the course.
Good old time trials. What's up, dude? Nope, we just straight practicing. We straight practicing, Greg. Just practicing. Trying to hopefully run a race here at some point, maybe later tonight, but I don't know if we're going to get there. We're trying. Alright, this is the lap here.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Alright. We came out of there. Up a little bit. Let's try and nail this. Nailed it. If iRacing quit blipping while I'm trying to set a new fastest lap, that'd be great. I need to figure out which program's running in the background that's causing the issues. Agus and Beckett's. Oh, there we go. Lost all that time. That sucks. I reached track so many times in 24 and 25, haven't touched an iron. Yeah, dude. I before like Monday, I never touched it, and you should have been here Monday. It was terrible. Oh, we saved the off track there. I don't know how, but we did. There we go. 2024. That might have to be it until tonight. Yeah, I had never touched this track until like Monday, and you should have seen us Monday. It was absolutely terrible. And then I took Tuesday night off. Came back, streamed Wednesday night, and it was like we were a totally different driver. It was kind of amazing, actually. There's the lap. Alright. So, this is what our friend Victor Rivera did for us. We have a new livery on our M4. And it is super sick, and it's actually a tribute to my dad. Get up and zoom in on it. So, the main sponsor is Nut Goodies by Pearson's, which is it's like maple nougat peanuts covered in chocolate, and it's almost like pie. So Pearson's is based in St. Paul, Minnesota, which my dad grew up in Minnesota, born and raised there. And it was his favorite candy bar, his dad's favorite, and it's my favorite. And he was an avid outdoorsman, so we got Easton. He used Easton arrows for his bow setup. Of course, we got Shields and Bass Pro because you can't really, you can't not go into a Bass Pro or a Shields if you see them. And then let's see what else. There's a Hoyt USA sticker there. Here. Hoyt USA. He used Hoyt bows. And then we got my logo there. And then if we alt down, and then underneath my wing here, you can see YouTube again. And then on the top for the wing, whoa, it turned us around like You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. So on the wing it says Muskie Bob's fly tying. My dad uh, tied his own flies for fly fishing, and he sold a few of them to people that like begged him for them. But that's what his brand name was Muskie Bob's Fly Tying, because he had a lot of guys he worked with that called him Muskie Bob because he would fish and successfully fish for muskie. Um, and then we got my name on the driver's side. Zoop's Food Markets is a grocery store slash butcher shop slash everything shop up in way up northern Minnesota where my dad grew up. They had 3 stores. I think they only have 2 open now. But in the town where my dad grew up, they had one. But they have the best potato sausage. If you're familiar with what pasties are, they have great pasties. Pasties are basically like a calzone crust kind of deal. It's like a pot pie, but not. Um, and for Swedish pasties, one of the main ingredients is rutabagas. If you're familiar with what rutabagas are, it's kind of like a turnip. We fish for fluke and porgies out here. Yeah, fluke. I am fluke are good. Fluke are good. Um, and then on the passenger side, we have my dad's initials and last name, and instead of the American flag, we have that North Star emblem next to him since he's no longer with us, and we got the North Star in the back end. Um, and then Rapala and Cabela's. Rapala is a common big brand of bait provider, and then Cabela's is obviously an outfitter. Um, but yeah, so our friend Victor graciously, out of the goodness of his heart, like I've been thinking about doing a livery for my dad for since I got into sim racing. I was gonna do one on the Ford GT for Gran Turismo 7, but then I made the switch to iRacing last month, and I'm glad that I waited and I didn't have a livery made. Yeah, the colors match the actual Nut Goodies logo, so it's dead perfect. Yeah, it's fun. It makes me feel good. It's and then you can see um there's a little Minnesota on the bumper there. Um, for those of you that don't know, 988 is the 911 equivalent for those who are suffering from suicide ideation or, suicidal thoughts, plans on committing suicide, stuff like that. So if you could, just keep that in the back of your mind if you're ever in a bad spot and you feel like it's the end of the world. It's not. It's not the end of the world. You have a lot to live for, and you have a lot of family and people that care about you and would rather have you here and would hate for you to make a permanent mistake for a temporary problem. So I urge, all my friends, family, viewers, strangers, doesn't matter. If you ever feel like it's the end and life's not worth living anymore, I encourage you to please either reach out to somebody or call 988, and they are very helpful and will talk you through, and you know they'll get you through it. So that means a lot to me that Victor did this livery for us. And I mean, the matte colors look great. It's so slick. People are going to be pulling up next to me saying, "What in the hell is a nut goodie?" And I'm going to be like, "Y'all don't even know about nut goodies." But yeah, like it's so good. The side skirts with Easton on it are so slick. It's like this thing is so like bam in your face, like it's gonna beat your ass. Is what it makes me like when I look at it. I'm like, oh, you know, that's an interesting car, and it's like, oh, red, green, Christmas, and then it's like, no, this car is mean. Like that red makes this like, just look at it. Of course, my telemetry. I'm going to go ahead and close race laps here. We're done. Um, but yeah, that red is mean. I can get my mouse back on my racing. Can y'all see where my cursor is? I don't see where my mouse is. That's why I can't see my mouse. You like to eat ass. Okay. I'm not going to confirm nor deny, but if that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do, buddy. But like I was saying, that red just makes it mean. It's got like that carbon fiber kind of like that pattern lurking behind it. It just looks mean. I mean, this car looks like it's gonna beat your ass. Red's your favorite color. Mine's blue, but on a car, it just depends. Like, I'm not a huge fan of red on cars unless it's the right car, and this is definitely the right car for red. I mean, just kind of looking at it from that angle, like this thing is sick. This is like northern Minnesota as a whole on a car. It's friggin' awesome. Spam callers. And then here. I do it. And then you can see the little flies over on the side of the wings there. So yep. Tribute car to my dad and our first livery on iRacing. That is 100% ours. And then those people that are, right up on our bumper, they can see under the wing and yeah, they're going to see our channel. They're going to notice. But I think people are going to see this car and they're going to be like, oh, that's actually really, whoa, we're underneath the track. Whoa, whoa, no. Um, so I agree and said I do too. Okay. But yep. Thank you, Victor. It means a lot to me. I showed it to my sister last night and she loved it. So there might be a few things that we add later on, but for now it's perfect. I'm not going to change anything about it right now, but I kind of want to put like an outline, like a drawing of a muskie somewhere on the car, but I'm not entirely sure where it's going to happen. But channel on the bumper is fire. Yep, the channel on the bumper is fire. But yeah, that's our M4. This is the car that we're going to be running with. Because I'll probably stick with this car. This is going to be, I think the M4, like the way that the M2 felt, the M4 is just a super GD, faster version of it. It's a boat, and it feels like a boat, but it's my boat. So this is the car that I'm probably going to be driving 99% of the time. I do have a few other GT3s and then GT4s and stuff like that that I'll if I feel like getting in it or if I want to get a livery done just because it looks cool, then whatever. But this is because this was I told myself the M4 is what I'm going to run with full time, and unless I have to change, then But this is the livery that I wanted for the car that I'm going to be driving the majority of my solo stuff, you know, with. So it's awesome. Not gonna lie, I shed a few tears when I finally got the finished product and drove it last night. But anywho, anyways, what was our fastest lap? 2:02.435. 2:02.435. So let's get out of the practice here, and we're going to look. There ain't no way I could run that, because how many laps is? It's usually like what, 12 laps? I think is what those races usually run. Let's look. Let's see results. We are sitting at 1598. There's 1601. We would probably be right in the middle of that. So it looks like each one is about 10 laps. And what I say our best lap was a 2:02.4. So we'd be right in the middle. We'd be about 13th out of, I think there, how many can run this race? 20? I think 20 is max. Yeah, 20, it looks like 20 is max. And definitely got to figure out how to make my own livery. That or find a good friend. It was just by chance that, Victor and I met each other and, you know, was friendly enough to say, "Hey man, I'll do one for you." And I owe him. He did he even if he is lurking in there and he's listening, but I'm going to act like he's not there and not listening, but I'm going to do something nice for him at some point. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. Oop. I wanted to look at that. Thank you. Average lap time, high 202s, low or high 201, like mid 201s. So we wouldn't be necessarily competitive, but yeah, I mean off track. Like nobody in this race ran a clean race. He had probably one off track. Yep. This track is hard to stay on. I feel. I feel like everybody kind of has issues. But who started P1? This guy started P1 and fell all the way back to 14. Pitted, toe, pitted, off track, car contact, off track. So I don't think this is the right track to jump into our first time right now, right this minute. It might be one of those things where we see where we're at Sunday night after, an hour or so. And then I'm off Monday too. So we're going to have some time. I think the kids go to daycare on Monday. So we might have time to do some practice in the morning and then late morning try to jump in some races. But right now, I don't. I don't want to risk it for the biscuit when we're a tenth off of getting our A class, which we do need to work on. All right, she is rolling around. She's half awake. She's whimpering. So nap time stream is over, everyone. Nap time stream is over. So 2:02.4. That was better than, or did I say 2:01.5 was like my ultimate goal? And then I goes like, okay, if we can't get that done, then a mid 2:02. I think that was about right. So we're almost there. Just clean up. There's some apexes that are hit or miss. It's like if we hit one, then we miss the next. So it's just clean up stuff. Practice, practice, practice. But Greg, thanks for coming in. Greg, are you going live tonight? I know I am too. but I want to at least pop in and say hey before I dip. And then Fate, yeah, no doubt. We'll talk later. I can't be up too late tonight. Like I need to be in bed no later than 10:30. So stream is probably only going to last like an hour and a half, 2 hours, absolute max. Um, unless my wife is awesome and says, "Okay, no, I'll take care of the kids. You go downstairs and do your thing." Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, so did I not even? Oh, I may have not have even made it into your stream last night, did I? Because I was dealing with the little one. Oops, my bad, bro. So, Fate, we'll try and get together tonight. I might try and beg my wife to just be like, "Can you please just deal with the children?" But just so that I can get some time in the rig since I'm not going to be on at all tomorrow. But I did. It's been real. We only went hour and a half, and 10 of that was getting ready. So whatever. It was better than not getting not being able to do any of it. So love you guys. Peace out. Deuces. Catch you on the flip flop. Later. Later.